all gonna be their podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Who Are Gonna Be Their Podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very entertaining group chat. Y'all.
We had an episode today, okay?
We had an episode, but first of all, we have a stranger in our house tonight.
There's a stranger in town.
I'm just kidding. He's not a stranger. He is family. He is on the podcast, but he been in these streets getting that paper. But Josh has returned to us.
Look, child.
Now you over here back to come play with the peasants, huh?
Not the peasants. I wouldn't look down on you like that, Tracy.
Correct answer. Correct answer. You can stay on the pod.
It's good to be back. I hated missing the past month and a half and some change because bills don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't.
I'm happy to be back because baby, I'm glad I came back because this episode was worth coming back to.
You came back on a good episode, huh?
It was a great episode to come back to. A great episode.
Oh, God is good. His time is so wonderful.
It is. It really is. So we're excited to have you back, Josh. It's gonna be it was a doozy, y'all, for listeners, viewers. Before we even get into it, make sure you are clicking like, clicking share. Make sure you are subscribed to us on YouTube. If you're watching from Twitter, make sure you're following us on our account, and then you go to YouTube and subscribe as well. While you're here, hey DM Rocks. I know Tiffany. I don't know if she can win. I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, she's still in the game, so she's still here to win.
And so because the game changes every week, it's a new target. Like as long as she sit down, shut up, and mind her business, there's a big possibility that somebody else is gonna put a target in front of her. So
especially when she get her idol, when she use her idol, while she got the idol, she gonna always be a hot commodity because folks want to flush folks' idols and blindside them. So as long as she use her idol, save herself, whatever, and the idol is gone, then I think that will lessen her target because they won't be coming for her then.
Right.
And she'll have to play a more, maneuver her game a little bit differently. She gonna have to do that anyway because she ain't got no allies. Well, she might because she voted with Maria and them. So she might
on the
got a little deal.
She voted with Hunter though. And I was like,
no, she didn't vote with Hunter. She voted
with you.
Yeah,
so she voted for.
Okay, yeah, not with him. Yeah, she voted for him.
Okay.
Right. And so I was intrigued by that vote reveal. So I'm like, maybe she had already made something with being Charlie and Maria, which is dangerous though, because
and look,
Go ahead. No, I'm done.
Oh, because when we saw that little preview for next week, it looked like Maria is like, we might go work together a little bit. So you
she was talking to Keto.
Oh, I thought she was talking about Tiffany.
No, she was talking
just kidding. Erase everything I just said.
Well, yeah. Yeah, she was talking
but
to you.
Y'all know how black
but
people
that could be
though.
a voiceover. But you also know that could be a voiceover too. How they be pretending, trying to mix up, stuff and play us. But we'll see.
Yeah.
So did Rock.
Liz called them all her bags.
She beefing it about who was Liz calling?
She sure did.
Baby. Somebody black.
And I'm living for it.
She said everybody. Ooh, Tracy. Technically, yes, because she called everybody, and there's still 2 blacks on the cast.
She probably talking about Q. She got beef with Q.
No, she said whole bags with an S.
I think she mad at everybody else.
So it was a couple whole bags.
Yeah.
Q and Tiffany.
Couple of bags of hoes.
I'm just playing.
But no, that's a conversation we're going to get into it in a minute. Well, not in a minute, but we're going to get to it eventually because it's like the only targets names that Hunters didn't come up till later on in the thing. So it's just like, I don't know how I feel about that. Y'all were going to try to, Lan, that y'all were okay with Tiffany or Q being the next jury member, meaning the 4th black person voted out in a row, 3rd black person on the jury. And I know everybody wants to say it's not about that. It's not, but it is.
Oh, thank you, Lan.
But yeah, let's get into it, y'all, before we hold up anybody any longer. So we're dealing with the fallout, right, from last week's Blindside of Tevin. Hunter not happy about it because that was his boy. Tiffany definitely not happy because she finds out that Q ratted out her idol to everybody pretty much, and so she's on one. She pulled him aside and basically cussed him from here to the northern seaboard.
He was pissed.
As she should be.
As she should be.
Yep.
So I don't fault her for that. Q deserved to be cussed out. He continues. I would cuss him out from to the now to he left, or I left, or I won. One of the two.
To be honest, I don't think Tiffany did enough. She should have kept
the way I bet you they cut a lot of it out because she was in that confessional on his ass. I know I knew they cut a lot out. She was pissed.
CBS and Paramount.
Birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Tevin.
CBS and Paramount Plus. I have a request. I will pay for a subscription to see the unedited version of that clip, please and thank you.
Would
a lot of
please
clips.
Release that unreleased footage
of a lot of clips,
but especially that one.
And I'm trying to figure out, maybe y'all can tell us why they don't do this. Like, that is a money grab. People want unedited stuff. They want the entertaining stuff. Why not add that extra incentive for people to get unedited footage from Survivor?
Well, I don't know, because sometimes they do post extra clips that were like usually in the week afterwards they post like an extra.
Y'all need to post the clips.
We should have saw
the
extra clips that should have been in the episode.
Yeah, probably
Jessica said there's one clip they should
have.
Okay, Jess, you gotta let us know.
Yeah, you need to be
that's
specific.
Tim's wife, Josh. Oh, Josh, you don't know. That's Tim's wife that was on this season.
Okay.
Listen,
hey.
I'm sure there are some clips that we should be seeing for sure, and we would pay to see them, but they not about their bag. Clearly,
sure.
CBS ain't about their bag. They not. So then we also have Liz. Big Biz Liz. She upset now. She mad.
Big Bill. What's her name? Bill Liznaire. She gonna have to go next week. Get tired of her. I don't like her, and I'm tired of her at the same time. I don't know how that works.
I get you because
I'm tired of her, and I'm
because
like her a little bit at the same time. Because at least she's playing her own game.
She's playing her own game, and I like that. I respect that. However, you do not.
But you playing your own game against the people I like. Sis, stop.
Not even that, Trees. It's the fact that she is now upset that nobody's giving her credit for the Tevin move. And she's like, I did this. I was like, but didn't you just send Tevin home for doing that exact same thing to you? Because he was gloating about he was the real one who set the soda move in motion.
And listen,
and so you were mad at him.
Cool, let's be real. Okay, I'm gonna give Tevin some credit. I feel like Tevin has a really good voice to where he can kind of persuade people to do things. I feel like he has that. So you taking credit for that Tevin vote, you might not need to do that now. Now, when it get down to the jury and they just sitting right there, yes. But you hollering, I need the Tevin vote. By the time he gets the jury, oh, really? Let me see what I can do in the coming weeks to persuade the jury against Liz. Because you saying it was all you, well, I'm about to all you with zero vote, with 0 votes.
Right.
I just feel like now isn't the time of like, who likes to be known as the person who did this move?
Thank you, Josh.
It's the final 9. It's like, look, they're not giving you
worried about that one move.
Yeah,
man, I need more than one move.
Right, and like even if you weren't big on the Tevin and Soda like blind sides, can't you just put that in your back pocket? Be like,
back pocket.
It's like, why? It's no problem. If you're being seen as a player that's under the radar and no one's really coming for you, keep that up. That is your blessing in disguise. But you want to be seen as like the big top dog social strategist person. I don't get it.
Josh, I literally tweeted that from our account because it's like, what is this obsession with wanting people to know you've made moves? Because if it's me, I'm voting you out since you made a move. Goodbye. You the next one to go. Because we think I'm gonna let you made a big move and impress the jury. You think I'm gonna let you make it to the end? No. Like Josh said, you save that in your back pocket. And if that's a huge, if you make it to final tribal council, that's when you pull out. Well, such and such and such and such. I did this in day whatever. When it was 8 of us left, this is the move I pulled out. I know such and such think they did it, but this is what actually happened. Then you start laying out that groundwork. Don't be mad. We 2 votes into the merge and you mad because ain't nobody gonna remember that. By the
Right.
time they get there, y'all hungry.
Like it's day 17. You worry about that on day 26.
Right.
Like I don't want no credit for nothing because I want no one to have no reason to want to put my name on that parchment paper before day 26.
Carry me. I want you to think you carrying me.
Yeah. Carry me like you a pallbearer. Carry me till you think I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get no votes. Carry me on. And I'm gonna go on to glory and get this $1 million. How about that?
How about that? Exactly.
How about
and
that?
So, and then you got Venus mad. She mad at Hunter because she voted for her. She was like, "Why would you vote? You know, your plan failed. X, Y, and Z."
Hunter crazy, bro.
He said, "Well, yeah, you're always mad."
Hunter said, "Ma'am, you unlikable." What? I'm telling you, like, I'd rather you call me fat or you call me ugly. I'd rather you call me anything. You whatever. Call me anything. When somebody straight up tell you you just unlikable, that don't hurt my feelings.
He was like, "You always mad."
Mean.
So
Well,
it ain't a big deal.
it was kind of the truth. Now she might be likable in real life, but in Big Brother, sis, she's just not
What show?
friendly.
Trees? What game?
Huh?
In what show? In what show? Trees?
What show did I say?
You
Did I
said
not
Big
say
Brother.
Survivor? I just finished watching Big Brother. In Survivor, you just not likable, sis. She isn't.
You're not.
She isn't.
And that's okay. That's okay.
She can be that.
So she mad. You can be that. So she mad about that. Then Hunter, he said he's not working with Q or Liz anymore. They blindsided him, took away his number one, which was Tevin. So he's frustrated with that. And
then
so
he
he's like,
still
I'm
wanted to
done
work
with
with
both of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Can't
He
call
was
him back.
frustrated.
Had to come back begging and
Exactly.
pleading.
I'm trying to tell you. And then here go Tree Mail. Why we getting Tree Mail? Jefferson and production. Hear me and hear me well. Y'all done. Y'all are dead to me. Because what is this? Why are we splitting people up into teams? 3 teams, 3 votes into the merge already. What is this about? That's crazy. Go ahead.
Look, at least it wasn't as bad as like last season when they did this and the first team out lost their votes.
That's true. That is true.
Jeffrey said he was going to be nice this season. I know the episodes had a spicy Jeff, but Jeff was pretty watered down. He let them keep their vote this time. He said, "You know what,
Jeffrey,
I'm making the teams, but you keep your vote this time."
Yeah.
And I just don't understand. It's just like, it's too much. Let these people just play a merge game. They are merged. And this is the 3rd time you didn't put these people into a group or split them up in the merge. I'm sick of it. We've talked about this time and time again. We're going to talk about it every single season that you continue to do this, Jefferson. You the executive producer. So we're going to be talking to you and the rest of your people. Quit doing this. This is not what we want to see. This is stupid. It's stupid. I'm sorry. I don't like that they're in the merge and they have to rely on somebody else to make it through. Like, this should have been an individual challenge. And if you can't carry that little thing up there, that little ball with the little sticks, that's on you. Now I got to sit here and wait.
My theory is that
clumsy.
My theory is that I think they might be getting lazy out there on the island instead of having to build 9 stations and then build like set 5 stations or whatever.
Giving that vibe a little bit, huh?
Yeah, if you do it in group, that means there's less setup time, less equipment. I mean, I'm just saying, works in their eyes, work smarter, not harder. Well, we only have to build 3 if we put them in groups of 3. Mm-hmm.
Well, Josh, and I hear that, and I agree. Honestly, they could be being cheap because we just talked about how CBS ain't about they bad, but they should just keep them unmerged and just tribe swap them, and go from there. If that's the case, do 3 more rounds of them in a swap tribe and those smaller tribes, if that's what you want to do, or just do 2 whatever, and let that be. And once they merge, that's it. Everybody for themselves. Because it's honestly not fair to the players that my game is dependent on if old girl can cross the beam and balance with the ball and the sticks.
Yeah, because
it was no point for Tiffany to even try. I wouldn't even try. They had already they started digging by the time she got to the thing. I would have just threw the ball. Because what am I even climbing up on this balance beam for?
No, it's facts.
Like, I don't know. That kind of got me mad. I got a little mad, didn't I? Just a little bit.
You
Little
did.
bit.
You started turning up. Like you
Little
started lighting Jeff up. Your screen started lighting up. You started getting all bright. You
Yeah,
started
'cause,
lighting him
ooh,
up. Yeah.
Jefferson, he's spicy. Jefferson, no, spicy E.
Oh
Spicy
Lord.
because I can't with him. So, anyways, after they figure out they're gonna be on tribes, everybody starts huddling up what they wanted to do. So you had Kenzie, I almost said Mackenzie. Where'd that come from? Kenzie, Tiffany, and Ben, they're together. Hunter, Charlie, Maria, they together, and then because everybody's pissed at Q, so the leftovers, Q, Liz, and Venus have to work together. But before the challenge, though, Q then tries to persuade Charlie to throw the competition. He like, just throw it. I don't understand why he tried to get him to throw it, but he was like, oh, because we want to get Hunter out. We need to get Hunter out. So if you throw it, then they'll give us a better shot to win it and beat it. So we know he won't win. We can just vote him out. Charlie was like, yeah. Took it straight to Maria. Can't trust Q. Q want us to throw it. Ain't nobody throwing nothing. He's crazy for even suggesting that. And they were like, he's just unhinged. He's too much. He's too much.
I'll be damned if the man that just tried to pull a kamikaze mission at tribal council the night before, vote me, and then tried to tell me he somehow survives that night because we have bigger fish to fry at the moment.
Right.
And then tries to tell me what I should do with my game to put me at jeopardy. Does that make any sense to y'all?
No.
It don't.
And then let's not forget, least we forget. There was no strategy. We tried to give him some bail last week and say he was trying to save Tiff. This man had the audacity to get in his confessional and say, nope, if he went home, he would have went home. And that was the end of it. That was him
I thought he was
trying
trying to like do a little play or something, but I was like, oh, so you was for real. That was dumb as...
He was real dumb.
That was dumb as... What they was.
That was what, Tris?
Listen, my 1-year-old is repeating everything I say. I'm trying... It is so hard for me to not say cuss words, so I'm trying to work on it, okay? Because my child will not be one of those little kids on the internet that y'all think cute and be cussing. No. I do be laughing at the other kids, but not mine.
Tris, you want me to say on your behalf?
Dumb as French fries. No.
Oh, she can hear me?
Dumb as fudge. There we go. I like that one.
There we go.
Okay, that'll work.
And so I was just so annoyed with him. And I love Q. Q has been one of the most entertaining and strategic.
He really is entertaining.
But he's also been very strategic. He's been very cognizant of what's going on up until this point. And he had a reason to be cocky. He was driving this game and controlling the pieces. But I just think last week he realized that he made a mistake and ratting Tiff out. And I think that guilt was eating at him. And so he was like, you know what? That's the mistake that he was talking about he made. He's like, I didn't put this target on this girl and I shouldn't have done that, X, Y, and Z. So let me just fall on the sword for Tiff type deal. And, internally, not game-wise, because we clearly say he was ready to go. But I don't think it was strategic in it. But his real morals, like maybe who he is in real life, he was like, dang, that's my sister. I shouldn't have done that. So the only way I could repair this is if I go home instead or cause enough chaos, put the target on myself to make sure that vote doesn't happen. That's the only logical sense I can get out of it. He actually felt genuine guilt. Jessica said he ain't got no more.
Don't have none.
Clearly, because after tonight, I was so upset. Jess, I don't know how you felt about this, but like when they were setting up and going back and forth, and yes, y'all, we skipping ahead just a little bit. We'll come back. I was like, not in front of mixed company, y'all. Don't do this. This ain't the time when they were going back and forth, Q and Tiff. I was just like, Q, you're lying for one. Oh, see, I said, okay, somebody told me it was
Jasmine.
I thought it was see, I told myself, I was like, it's Jasmine. Then I was like, no, he said Jessica. I was calling her Jessica. I knew it was with a J.
Don't get that man in trouble, because who is Jessica?
Ooh.
Listen, knowing me. Jasmine. She said my name is Jasmine. Hey, Jasmine.
Thank you, listen, God is my witness. I was like, oh, it's Jasmine. But then something said, no, you said Jasmine last time you found out it was Jessica. And I was like, no, it's...
We hear. She get it. We hear, girl. I get it.
Oh my goodness, Jasmine! Thank you so much for correcting me because I would have been calling you Jessica all night long,
Oh.
sis.
Listen, when your husband come on the pod, I hope you know you coming with him. Okay, this is gonna be a
Yes.
joint pod. Both of y'all coming on.
It gotta be. I am so serious. So, our listeners and viewers again. So, Jasmine, Tim's wife, is in the chat. So, we've been talking. I've been calling her Jessica, and I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Who is Jessica?
So, so after Charlie goes and tells Maria about what Q did,
I love that.
and they talk about how vulnerable Hunter is and all of that. She's like, "Oh yeah, that's cute or whatever," but I think I want to get Tiff out. I said, "Hold on, Maria. Pump your brakes, Mother Maria, because not Tiff,
not Mother Maria. Eric.
Mother Maria.
Woo, I'm tickled tonight.
Okay.
Mother Maria.
Not today, Maria. Not Tiffany. Not that one."
No.
And so she said, "Yeah, the idol scares me." And it's not for a not that is not a good reason, because I get it. Anybody that got an idol in the game, you know about it. It can be scary. But Mother Maria, be scary for somebody else. Leave her alone. Why you can't act right?
I don't know why. Okay, I'm in a giggle fit tonight. Okay, go ahead.
Oh my goodness. No, you're fine. Because you laughing makes me laugh. And so she wants to target. What do y'all think about that? When she said that, what was going through y'all's head?
I said I didn't like it because I like Tiffany, but I gotta try not to be so biased with my own.
I mean, I get it. You know?
Yeah.
Because
I get it.
That's why I'm like,
I mean, I like
there are a lot of people this season so far where I'm just like, I don't really like that you had did that move, but I don't necessarily hate you. I will say, there you go, Lane. Way too early. I think it's too early now. And early can be a week too early. Like next week might even be the shot. But it's kind of a like, if she went with the shot, I wouldn't have been like mad at it, but I would have been mad at it, only because I like her. But hey, you got to play the game. And I'm glad she's not sitting down like, I'm going to just follow, what everybody else do.
She ain't twiddling her thumbs. And that's why I said, like, I got to give her credit. Her and Charlie, and we'll probably wrap this when we wrap it up. But, like, they're running this game. They are puppeteering this game front, middle, and center and behind. Like, nobody is targeting them. Nobody sees that they have given complete control. Even Q came up to them specifically and said, y'all have the power. 2 people out of 9, they got the power. Are you kidding me? Y'all have given this game. And we said this 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Y'all have given this game to Maria and Charlie. And if y'all don't stop them now, I know that they're going to skip, hop, and jump right to those final 3 chairs, the final 2 out of 3 chairs. And it ain't even a chair, it's a bench, ain't it? They're going to be 2 out of 3 on that little bench. Right. It's 2 out of 3. And at this point in the game, I can't even be mad at it because the only person that's clocked them, or at least clocked Maria, was Tiffany, and she almost got voted out because of it. So what do you do? What do you do? I guess what they say, if you can't beat them, join them. That's what she did, apparently. So get it how you live. But then, we have the immunity challenge after that. So Jeff Herson, I'm sick of him because he keep putting himself into situations that I believe could potentially win the game. He's being messy, and it's funny for TV entertainment purposes, but I really want to know the correlation of how what he's saying can impact and influence what the players think. Because, Tiffany and some of the other people are kind of talking about the chaos and how they want to get away from the chaos and how they're doing this and how they want to separate themselves and do things for them, do things for themselves. And he's like, oh, y'all talking about Q, ain't it?
Well, and he's just addressing the elephant in the room.
It is, but you hush. You the host. You hush. Let Tiffany, when Tiffany said, I'm gonna call a spade, let her do that. Let the other guests, the other players be like, well, yeah, we talking about Q because Charlie said it or Ben said it too. Like, let them say that on their own volition. Don't you go interjecting. Because what if they would have been talking about some Venus? Now what? Now you done put Q name out there. Now they're like, oh, well, Q is kind of being chaotic, ain't he?
It do, because honestly, if I'm sitting there at the Trump Council, right, or wherever, And we talking about the weather, and you be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, Q." So that means I need to be watching what Q doing because everybody hungry, everybody tired, everybody cold, everybody dirty, everybody nasty. So you bringing up some, I'm gonna be paranoid any kind of way. Me and Q could be the best of friends, but you know what? I'm going into the next trial like, the hell Q been talking about,
right?
You know,
because Jeff, why do you know? You going back and looking at the footage or something?
Jeff is definitely Jerry, messy.
Confessionals? Are you like hiding behind the bushes? You see the confessionals? Because how you know we talking about?
Yep.
Granted, last week was last week, but what if that was like? So how you gonna automatically assume
it's the next day?
Same thing. I don't care. He shouldn't have said that. You the
I
host.
don't care.
Host and hush. There we go. Host and hush. And so they go through the whole thing. So the way, Josh, you want to explain the challenge? Josh loves explaining the challenge.
Yes, I get to do my thing again. Okay.
Me and Trees be skipping straight through it. Such and such one. That's it. No.
Y'all been following us for a minute, right? And when it comes to survival, I'm such a like get to the point person. I'll be like, man, I miss Josh, because Josh be like, let me break it down to you. And I'd be like, yeah, you know, they had did the comp. They had ran, they shot a puzzle, so on, so on. Next.
Right. No, seriously. We'd be like, well, you know, y'all, they had obstacle course, then they did a puzzle, or they shot something at the end. That's
y'all
it.
know the drill. They did the same old. Next.
Yeah.
Let Josh break it down for y'all tonight.
Okay. I love being our resident challenge correspondent. All right, so in the little teams of 3, it was a multi-stage challenge where the people who finished last or didn't finish at all was eliminated. First step was they had to crawl across this teeter-totter at that, untie some handles, and get across, and then from there, they each had to carry across a buoy across another balance beam. Once all 3 got across, they had to dig up their rope rungs, and the first 2 teams to finish got to move on. And as we see in the challenge, Kenzie and Ben, particularly Kenzie, don't know how to work the handles, so they was out first. We then move on to the next part where they had to build a rope bridge. So they had to use all the little ropes in the rope to go left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left to get across. And then from there, they had to take each of the buoys and go and get them up on little rings so it actually stays up on there. So once they get across, they go back and help other people go back. And Hunter goes and, like Tarzan's this stuff, stands up on the rope rung and just walks across like it's a catwalk. I was like, sir, if there ain't no reason to vote you out before, that's just so weird. Everyone else is just like crawling like a baby.
Crawling.
I'm like, he on the runway. But we get down to it, and the team with Charlie, Maria, and Hunter, they all finish first, leaving Q, the undesirables, the unleftovers, whatever you want to call them, they get eliminated. So from there, they go into an endurance challenge.
No, Q and them survived. That was Kenzie and them that got. Oh, would you already do Kenzie and them?
Yeah, that was the first round. This is the second round.
Oh, I done missed it. See, you didn't went through it. You went through it so fast, and my mind didn't.
Yeah, so now the final part is now an endurance challenge. It's kind of a survivor classic. They got to put their heels on this little perch, and they got to put hands up by the head, almost like they Jesus on the cross, and just got to hang there.
Jeff crucified them, y'all.
Yeah, they crucified them. They just hang. They hung them high. They stretched them. Well, they didn't stretch them wide. They just hung them right there. They stretched them wide. So they hung there, and last person standing won immunity. Maria was down first. It came down to a showdown between Charlie and Hunter.
Again.
Charlie got them petite feet, and Hunter got big Hunter big feet.
Hunter became the hunted.
Wait, I have to say this. Me and Josh was watching together, right, on the stream, and Josh had missed just that last little bit of who won between Charlie and Hunter. And so he was like, who won? I was like, Charlie won, because he got them little feet. They kept zooming in on Hunter's feet because he got bigger feet. He's talking about he got them swift feet. Like little swift feet. I don't know why that tickled me, but I'm like, not all Taylor Swift fans got little ass feet. I don't know why that makes no sense, but it was funny to me. Because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, that's logical thinking. That's true.
No, for real. His name is Charlie Swift. Shoot. Tarzan got them big old toes. We seen Tarzan's toes. We should have known he wasn't gonna be on that perch too long.
Nope.
But also, Jeff and them was like, we not gonna sit out here for 7 hours like Christian them did. So they made sure he's like, listen, if you move your back to the side, if you dip your knees, you are out. Just so you know. And they have made this competition completely more difficult than what it used to be. So kudos for them for staying so long.
I think nowadays, since they're on a 26-day cycle, they got to be more speedy with these endurance challenges to make sure they don't go with them links no more because they don't have the time in their schedule for it.
But did they have to tell? But I'm saying, like, even with 39 days, it's like, how did you know they weren't gonna make you go over then?
I don't know. I think that since that one will look so grossly over how much they estimated it to go, I think they now have kind of like modified, especially now in the modern Survivor, to modify it so where like they can still stay on schedule. They start their challenge at 9, 10 a.m. The challenge goes on for a couple hours or whatever. Give them time to strategize, and then the sunset goes. They go to tribal council. That can last. I've heard tribal council actually lasts for a really long time.
Yeah, that's what they say.
4 or 5 hours or so.
And what y'all got to talk about for that long? Let's vote and get out of here.
I think a lot of the time it's just like them having to go and do reshoots and stuff if they have mic issues or whatever.
Right.
I do think a lot of times they do have to do double takes of stuff.
But then it also puts me in the mind of The Last Gasp because, like, you know how who was it? Owen and Carla, they sit here and outlasted the darn ocean, baby. So it's like you can't really account for that. Like if they're still in the competition, it's like.
But that's why they gave that's why they both gave immunity because they were like, we got a schedule. We don't have enough time to wait for the tide to come back up. So I don't think that's why I think this challenge has kind of been used sporadically ever since then. It's like, I don't know. We have to be real careful with the time and to start the challenge right as the tide is starting to rise. And knowing they got a limited window of time before they can do that challenge up everyone else, like dips out. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Just speculation.
But yeah, so Charlie won. He outlasted Tarzan, and Tarzan was upset. But he was like, "I'm going home." He didn't say he was going home, but he knew he was going to be a target because he's vulnerable, and that should have been the logical target. Like that's who you should have been going with, right? Yeah. No, that's not what everybody was trying to do. Actually, so Q decides to go pull Kenzie aside. He said, I need to try to repair my relationship. So I'm thinking he fits to go really spit some game. Like, listen, I know I messed up. We need to come together. This is what we need to do. Let's pay, No, he decides to go to Kenzie and like, yeah, Tiff, I was in this other line. Tiff didn't bring you in it. So how's she really your ally? How can you trust her? She didn't really bring you into it. And Kenzie like, I don't want to hear it. Whatever. You didn't tell me either. You ain't got my best interest. All right. So you might as well just get out my face. And she goes and tells Tiff. Tiff is pissed, obviously. And so she's like, yeah, I ain't working with Q. I can't trust him. I'm only da-da-da-da.
She was pissed.
Yeah.
Lord pissed. Jesus.
And then she walked her narrow behind over there, go sit on them rocks with Charlie Swift
and
behind.
Mother Maria. That's my mom's favorite line. And then where your little narrow behind think you going? And Mom, I'm going out.
She sat down on that rock and was like,
her and change clothes.
Let me just, y'all know we thinking about Q. That's the easy thing to do, Q, whatever. Because she said, I know people are kind of distracted with Q and people are thinking about Hunter, but I want to do a blind side. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. Who's she trying to blind side? But when she sat over there with Charlie Swift and them, and she talking about, let's get out Tiffany.
I had Tracy when I heard that right. When I heard that with Tracy, I said, Tracy, run that back. Let me just make sure I heard that correctly.
We did. We hit the like. I said, now wait a minute. Let me roll that back.
Play. Tiffany, Kenzie. I know Tiff is my closest ally, but she got an idol and it's dangerous. I need to make a move. I need to do. Y'all gonna get enough. Taking out y'all closest allies. Y'all gonna get enough. Y'all gonna get enough of this. Tevin did it to Soda, out next. And we watching other shows, Big Brother, specifically in Canada. Vivek took out Dennis, out next. Avery took out Kayla, out next.
That's why I didn't trust Kenzie. I said, it's something about Kenzie. I said that. Then I was like, I don't know what it is.
Snake in the Banu tried to tell us. She's a dragon.
I'm gonna be very
with a
real.
mermaid.
I'm gonna be very real. I'm not mad at it. I'm mad at it, but I'm not mad at it because see, you got to think in the long run. Because honestly, if I'm on the cast, just knowing what I do know, if it's Kenzie and Tiffany at the end, I'm voting Tiffany over Kenzie. That's just me.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking there are quite a few people that think that too. So if there is a shot, if your ally is the most liked person on the island,
but is she the most liked on the island?
No. I'm just saying in general.
Oh,
or liked. Which I do think people like her. Now, this idol thing kind of but I don't know.
And so she's like that, and Maria's like, you know what, Charlie? She pulled Charlie Swift to the side. She was like, you know, I was kind of mad because, you know, I wanted this to be my move, but that's what I was gonna do. I want to put a move out here. I need people to know that Mother Maria's playing the game. But then she was like, wait, I ain't got to put a target on my back like some of these other people been doing with making these moves and then wanting to announce and take ownership of the move. So let Kenzie do that. Let her take it. I'll let her do it. That takes out, you know, a threat in my book. And then she probably thinking, we can go ahead and get Kenzie after that. That's probably what's getting ready to happen. She was going to let Kenzie take out Tiffany, and then they was going to take out Kenzie. It's probably what was getting ready to happen. Had the move went that way. Thankfully, it did not. Praise be. And so that's running. They ran that to Hunter. Hunter's like, well, I know if we don't do it, then I know it's me, so I'm on board. Q on board. Everybody seems to be on board. Obviously, Liz and Venus, chat in they own little words. I'm voting Q. I'm voting Q. I don't care what nobody say. I'm voting Q. You gotta go. You gotta go. So they stuck on Q, which also means stuck on stupid because ain't nobody voting him out.
That's stuck on stupid.
Literally, and I get it. Play your own game, but for me, I need to make all my votes count. So putting out these little hat throwaway votes is what they pretty much doing. And then you ostracizing yourself because they both love to talk about how they the black sheeps of the tribe and how they lonely and how they on the outskirts and they the pariahs. But you keep voting crazy. How you expect people to trust you if you want to vote? Yes, vote your own way, have your own agenda. But if you notice that the vote ain't going a certain way, you need to probably get along with the program. Because you could be next, because that's the easy way to get yourself targeted. Well, y'all don't do that and vote with us. So which one y'all want to go home? Rock, paper, scissors.
Yep. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
And so they were stuck on that. And then they was like, well, let's go make Charlie was like, Charlie liked Tiffany. Yeah. I think he want to work with Tiffany because he do. I need to go make sure she feel comfortable telling Mother Maria. I need to make sure she feel comfortable not to play her idol.
I mean, he probably gonna vote out, but he do actually like her, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and I really think Tiffany do like him, especially since he's the one that tipped her off that he was spreading the idol. I really think that gained Charlie a lot of brownie points with Tiffany.
I wish Tiffany would have dug more into that, actually.
Now, and I remember
unless they just edited it out, like go ahead, Josh.
There was a tidbit in the episode. I think it was before the challenge or something, where Charlie and Maria were talking, and like Charlie was trying to throw out trying to work with Tiffany, but Maria was like saying like, "Oh, I don't really talk with Tiffany that much. You're the one that talked with Tiffany."
Right. Yeah, I remember that too.
She doesn't trust her. I was like, "Well,
because she threw her name out there."
Well, it makes sense one day, don't make sense the next. Like, did she throw your name out one day? Yes. But because probably at that point in the game, it made sense for where she was and how the dynamics of her game was projecting to go for you. Now with all this Q insanity, it's like, no, yesterday's enemy is today's ally and vice versa. That's how survival works.
Yeah.
And I 100% agree with that. And I think that might be her blind spot. Her only downside in Maria's game I can see is like, sis, you got to play this game day to day, sometimes hour to hour. And like you mentioned, she may have said your name the other day, but she ain't saying your name now. And you're not her target anymore. Worry about that later. And so but like I said, I think Charlie does want to work with her because he did share that information, which he didn't have to share with her. And I think, like you mentioned, they gave Garner some bail with Charlie. You know, she probably, she was like, oh, Charlie didn't tell me the truth. Okay, Charlie. I can trust Charlie the Chocolate Factory.
Listen, okay. Charlie Swift is cool. It's just the Taylor Swift.
The Taylor Swiftness
about him. It's the Taylor Swiftness because ain't got no beef with Taylor Swift because we all know she mediocre. I don't care if we lose a follower for that. She is mediocre, but she has unlocked a certain thing to where she can make $1 billion from a lot of people. And Charlie is one of them people that adds to that billion. So if he could just be a fan, that's cool. But you're doing too much.
But he a stan.
You know too many facts. You do. So
you know too many facts.
He know too much. Oh my God, he knows too much.
Yeah, if he wanted a Swiftie,
he over here knowing Beyonce shoe size, talking about too much, but not just while I'm over here playing.
Because honestly, I would love to see Charlie and Tiffany in the final two. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing them. I like them as players. I think they both they've been playing really great games up until this point.
With Tiffany winning because she on my draft.
Of course. Like I text Treese, I was like, you know, Kenzie is on my draft, but she going for Tiffany, and there's no surprise here. I root for everybody black first.
Yeah.
Just saying. Sorry, I root for other people.
But hold on. I am.
But,
okay, I root for the black people. I am. You know, crucify me. But if Kenzie could pull off like a move, I'm gonna give her props. If she can pull off a move to try and convince Tiffany not to use her idol next week, which is crazy if Tiffany don't use it next week, because I don't care. Like, y'all know I'm the only person left on what I
you got saved by the angel today.
I don't care if it's 0 votes on me. I'm not going home with an idol in my pocket. Okay. But if Kenzie could construct some type of move, I'm gonna give her props, okay? And I'm gonna be real. I feel like Kenzie could do it. I do.
She did it tonight. She tricked Hunter.
If Maria backs her, and if Charlie follow Maria, then that's it. Because you only need three can send you home, huh? Next week.
Well, it's gonna be at 8. So really, a majority is 5. But 4 if they do it like a
I'm thinking of Big Brother.
Well, when you got Liz and Venus,
1, some get 2.
When you got Liz and Venus voting all over here,
regardless. So we know that's gonna work.
And whatever.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about this because why is the only people that's targeted?
Liz gonna vote for Tim. He's gonna be like, oh, Tim. You know, if Q stood her, she might be like, nah, I said it last week and I'm gonna say it again. So that's gonna probably throw away a vote.
She's like one nigger at a time, one black at a time.
Yeah.
And I'm really just trying to understand why there were the only 2 names really mentioned. Hunter was only mentioned after the fact that he didn't win the freaking thing. But like, nope, like why? Q and they were the only ones. I'm like, so y'all don't see Maria sitting there vulnerable. Y'all don't see Ben sitting there vulnerable. Venus and Liz just sitting over here. Okay, like, I don't know. It's suspicious. And I'm not saying that it means anything necessarily because they probably ain't thinking like that.
We almost had 4. They had a historic merge of merge-ish.
The most black people in the merge.
5. And they almost went out black.
All black people getting their ass sent.
Black to black to
y'all
black.
Doing
right.
it.
Yeah, and almost one more black.
Y'all doing it.
And it was
why y'all voting
since the merge.
What's going on?
Listen, look, it almost went like this. The first time we ever had 5 black people to merge, and they almost went all 4 out of the 5 almost went home back to back.
Consecutively.
Yeah.
Consecutively.
One didn't make the jury.
3.
One didn't make the jury. So,
Tim didn't make the jury.
Sorry, Jasmine.
And it's like, how in the world? How did we get here? Like,
no black people supposed to be here, apparently. All y'all black asses are sitting.
Listen.
In the jury.
In the words of Aunt Jackie Clark, she said, Chris Holmes, she said, the people are leaving here. The people are leaving here. Okay.
I'm screaming.
And they was almost up out of here. Either Tiffany, they was supposed to be the 3rd in the jury. 4th black person knocked out the game.
Yeah.
Leaving one alone. And they probably, that last one was put, if they would have got Tiff out tonight, Q would have went home next week. For sure. Had he not won. So they would have got them all out. Like Josh said, black. To black to black to black to black. Boy, sniping them out. But you know, no weapon formed against us, I guess, shall prosper for the last couple that's remaining because Hunter, he calls himself being a little nosy, right? And so he like, these people ain't talking to me like they should be talking to me. I feel like they played Tevin last week, so they could be playing me. So I'm 100% playing my idol tonight. I'm like, okay, Hunter. Go ahead.
Also, I know we was about to go there, but we didn't fully go there. When Charlie goes to talk to Tiffany.
Yes,
and
forgot
then,
about that.
Yeah, and that's why my name is like Women's Intuition, because twofold.
Yeah.
Intuition right here is saying straight up, I'm playing my idol tonight, because right now this is doing me more harm than good. Everyone knows I have it. A hidden beauty is supposed to be exactly that, hidden. If it's not a secret, it's a detriment to my game. So I'm just gonna go ahead and play this and burn it tonight, because no. And I was like, oh, Tiffany, you're so smart. Because and it's like immediately after that, all conversation shifted off of her. And they said
Charlie ran that back to Mother Maria.
Yes, sent it right back, return to sender.
Mother Maria. Oh my God, that's cracking me up. Calling that girl Mother Maria.
Listen, Mother Mary and Maria is Spanish for Mary. Mother Mary. If Mother Mary was somebody, Mother Maria is somebody. She's a mother, and she's mothering in this game. Okay, so Mother Maria.
So immediately they went back and started shifting. Like maybe this decoy vote on Hunter should be the real vote.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. That's interesting. I guess who would that be? Devin? That's my guess. You know me, I say a name. That's my guess.
Nah,
look between Tab and W on your keyboard. How about that?
Good freaking night. I'm so sick of that on Twitter.
You know what?
I'm assuming Q. I'm assuming Q.
I don't know. I feel like it's one of the men.
It's the men. It's one of them. It's always, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Oh, right here, Lan.
One black person don't really fool with black people, but that's for another day.
That's what we got.
We gonna get into that tea. Put a pin in that.
Put a pin.
Write that in my notes for my 10 interview.
Well, go ahead, Josh.
No, and I really think after she did that, low key, all conversation on voting out Tiff immediately stopped
as it should.
Went told Kenzie about it, and she's like, "Dang, I can't get it, but if I can get cute, or if I get Hunter tonight, that's good too."
Mm-hmm.
And then Hunter started feeling a little paranoid. I don't say fifth is right to say paranoid because it's correct paranoia.
It's correct paranoia.
Intuition, but I'm talking about women's intuition, not men's intuition. Intuition ultimately failed him. But so he says, I'm just going to go ahead and play my idol tonight. And he tells Q, I'm just like, okay, that's the person you tell because he's most at this point he's all you got. So he's the person. If you're going to tell one person, I would in his position I'd tell Q. But then he goes to Venus, who does not like him, whom he does not like, along with Liz, who has an ego bigger than a Georgia peach. Talking about, I have an idol, we have the votes.
Dumb E.
That's where,
Ciao.
Because he was going to blindside Byyyeee, and I was like, oh, that's going to be juicy.
And it would have been a big move.
I tell you, that would, all you had to do was shut up, Hunter. You did so good. We talked about this in prior podcast. You did so good not telling anybody about the idol. The number one thing.
The number one thing.
Tell my mama I had the idol. I ain't telling nobody. I'm not telling nobody. I'm gonna be like, this girl did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even told Jeff. Jeff, do you know? You would have to roll the clips back. That would have been such a. I love a
rumor billionaire
idol.
But also when he said Ben, I was like, but what about Maria? Maria is right there. Y'all don't see her running this show.
Yeah. Listen, Maria gonna sneak up. Maria coming for that meal. Okay.
Because I really think that
Maria.
I really think that looking like. I think that in Hunter's point of view, he thinks that he could potentially go and get back by taking out some of her, by taking out Ben. I can maybe bring her closer because she's running. Take out one of her big people, maybe slide into a Ben position. I could be your Ben. I can win immunity. I can keep y'all safe. I can make sure the other people that you want to take out don't win immunity. I can be that for you.
Yeah. So yeah, that was. I don't know. I was just kind of like, bruh, like you running your mouth, and then. But here's the thing too. they were just, the girls were annoying too. No, I'm not doing that cute. Like, y'all have a chance to be a part of something else. He's literally like, trust me, we can do what we need to do, but just take this. Just trust me for 1 second. We're gonna be safe. We're gonna take out a big target. It's gonna move off game forward. We can worry about Q next week, pretty much. He basically told like, we can worry about something that we can worry about that later. But we have something that we can accomplish tonight. And so I'm like, and then they go run their mouth to being Hunter got an idol. So we're doing Q. And then that's how delusional. That's why I'm upset. Because that's how delusional Venus is. She goes to being, the vote is Q. I don't even understand why Hunter is even trying to do that. We're all voting out Q. He got an idol. He talking about we want to. Ma'am, the vote was never Q. They're not doing Q.
And spoiler, the vote still wasn't Q.
The vote still wasn't Q. And I'm just like, you goes back to Lan talking about his lack of social skills, her lack of social skills too. And he did just call her annoying. I get it. That's true, Lan. That is true. But she got to get out of her feelings. That's why she's gonna lose this game, because she's been playing emotionally. Exactly. She had her little strategic thinking moments, but overall, Venus has played it very emotionally. And worried about this man calling her annoying.
But not good enough.
She might. D and Rock said, does Kenzie have a crush on Bean?
Have a crush on Bean?
She could.
I don't know. But then again, I'd be happy paying attention, so who knows?
I don't know.
And so it's frustrating to watch. Like, yes, it was frustrating for him to expose his idol, which he shouldn't have done.
Remind me to roll that back. A comment about Kenzie later. I'm gonna write it down because I'm gonna forget it.
Yeah, write that down.
Swing that
and
back
so it was frustrating to see that. But then I was like, I get why he needed to tell Liz and V, to make sure they vote the right way. So again, because now looking back, if he did not tell them, he would have used his idol, saved himself, and then the votes would have been him and Q voting for Ben, with Venus and Liz voting for Q, making it a tie vote between Q and Ben, and everybody else would have just voted out Q.
Yep.
Q's been used. They know he talked.
I told me and Josh was watching, and I told Josh exactly this. I said, especially I'm like, Q make it through this, especially after tonight. Ain't no way I'm not bringing Q to final 3. Ain't nobody fudging with you, bruh. Ain't nobody fudging with you right now.
They all said it.
Look,
they over here in the water well. Anyways,
but I'm bringing your behind to the end regardless. You are a shield.
I'm bringing Venus. If I could do it, I would bring Venus and Q right alongside with me.
1 and 2. Listen, you could be 2 and 3 or 3 and 2.
Don't matter to me.
But I'm gonna be number 1. For real.
In a perfect world, I would tell them, I got y'all back. We going to the end,
baby.
Whatever we could do.
Look, that'll be the
most. Them 2 votes could send somebody home. Like,
look, and they're gonna be 0 vote finalists.
That's gonna be one of the most obvious final 3s in Survivor history.
And a good check for me.
Yep.
Good check for me.
Please, and both of you can have a steak. I will take both of y'all to Perry's.
Well, they gonna get a check. They just gonna have to fight for second place. They gonna have to fight for who get the 100K.
Y'all can fight for it. Hey, ain't my problem. Ain't my business. I don't know what second place people do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not my
right.
realm.
I'm
a winner over here.
Like, right, I'm in the 2 comma club. Y'all got 1 comma. I don't know about that.
But here's the thing: if I'm Q and I'm Venus, they should know if they had enough sense. At this point, y'all should know y'all not gonna win. Take me. Latch on to who you can. I'll take 80K.
You know what? I would have that conversation. I'd be like, listen, let's be real. We know how it is in the game. Okay. We know that there is a possibility that there's a high possibility that there's no one that's left in the game that you can beat. Sis, do you want to go home with a check? You align with me, at least you get that second place check. Okay? Because it's the difference between no check and an A check. And if I have to be a part of one, I want the A check. You know what I'm saying? True, because the no check type is that's not for me.
and then me, I didn't get to the final tribal council. I'm like, and I didn't convince all y'all. I planted all them seeds early on the game. I told y'all I couldn't win, that I wasn't good enough.
And I would have said, I scooped up Venus for this chick.
No, I'm thinking like I'm the Venus or the Q in the situation. I'm like where people drug me, or so they thought. And I'm like, I convinced y'all that I wasn't going to win, even though we knew that nobody liked me. But I put it in your head, keep me. I'm going to be a vote for you, and you fell into that trap. I wanted you to do that so I can get to the tribal council and then give my sob story as to why I need to win, and I might beat you.
Yep.
I think Q might be able to pull that off better than Venus, because I think
for sure,
slightly more self-awareness.
I feel like Venus be talking to people.
You know, you
mute because what did you
look around, everybody on mute.
They don't be hearing nothing she's saying.
Y'all know that meme, y'all listening?
They do.
You know that where they got Prince in the car and that girl's banging on the window and they throwing a cup and Prince is sitting there looking to do it.
And the like, is banging. That's how they be when Venus be talking. They don't be heard. Venus be like, you know what? Let's get together. I got 13 idols and I'm giving them out. And they be like,
right.
So Venus next week?
And I would be like, listen, if you keep me, I'm gonna go find them idols for you, and I can play you a target. If you keep me safe, and everybody don't like me, they're gonna become few. I'm gonna go look for these idols. I'm gonna be saving you. I'm gonna pass you the idol at the last minute. They ain't even gonna know.
Yep.
But these people ain't got enough savvy. I don't know why I'm thinking they ain't got it in them. They ain't got it in them.
They hungry.
But so
every time they do anything stupid, I blame it on they hungry.
Yeah.
And so, like you mentioned, nobody likes Q. Nobody's voting for him. They all were around the water well saying how they're not voting for him, that he wouldn't get their vote. If Jeff gave them the money right in their hand and say, vote for him, and just give him a simply vote, and we'll give you a check. They said they're not even voting for him then. And so at that moment, it makes sense that he's being used as a shield at this point. So I don't know. But then they get to tribal council.
Yep.
Y'all. And Jeff eating his popcorn, being messy. Talking about, well, I didn't know what I'm going to get into today, so I bought my popcorn.
Baby, I would have got right on up. Jeff, share. They asked, can we? No, I would have walked straight up and said, you're not about to eat in front of my face. Like, just let me have one of those. Thank you. Like JC and Bailey and Big Brother. Give me.
Are they yours? Are they yours?
The ones in my mouth is yes. Baby, I'm hungry. Don't come here eating in front of my face that little ass bowl. I ain't gonna bring enough for everybody. You better should have brought bigger bowl
for that little bowl.
That stale ass popcorn.
At least one he shared, and two was something that Liz could actually eat.
Yeah, they wrong for not giving that girl something. They could be giving her vitamin water or something.
They probably is. They giving her. They probably giving her a little.
She probably didn't pay somebody on production. If she rumored billionaire, she didn't pay somebody to handle her a grown. Yeah. Listen, Nature Valley.
Listen, we done already talked to a couple people. Okay, and we know y'all be sneaking food on Survivor and Big Brother. We know y'all be sneaking food.
Y'all sneaking the food. We know it. It's okay.
They do. They probably they can't let the girl die. They probably ain't giving her no cheeseburger. They probably like, here go a little rice cake or whatever she can eat, child. She probably be at this point.
So they get to the tribal council, and then it's like kind of going smooth-ish. Everybody's eating their popcorn, they happy. And then hell break loose.
Yep.
Tiffany and Q sparks headbutting, going head to head. And I'm just like, y'all not in front of the mixed company. Say this for after when it's just y'all two. Don't do this in front of the mixed company. It don't look good. And it just I don't know. How did y'all feel about this conversation?
I didn't
like it
because Tiffany was eating him up.
She did eat him up.
She was still pissed, but I ain't gonna even hold you. I would have been tiff too.
Yep.
Because you done triggered me. You have triggered me. Forget all these other people because yo ass.
Yeah.
I would have turned around in my seat. Matter of fact, since we back to it, yeah, I would have. I get it,
but
she's still pissed,
there was
and I would have been
a little bit of truth. I don't know if she knows that she was the target. Well, he did tell her she was the target last week, right?
At Tribal.
Yeah, at Tribal. And so he was like, well, the vote was never going to be like you were, he didn't tell her that you were the vote last week. But he was like, the vote was never the way you thought it was going. And that was true. That was true. But then he started talking about down at the beach or all the other stuff, and it was just too much.
Try to say, oh, he never said Venus' name. He did say Venus' name. He tried to say he never said Hunter today. He did say Hunter today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that if that wasn't enough for Hunter to get himself together, if that wasn't, I don't care what Q was saying, that should have alerted you right then and there that you ain't got nobody, brother, but that idol in your pocket. That's all you got. And then he looking at Kenzie. Is everybody? Are we doing Q? And everybody here, they just we're doing Q.
And the fact that he was that nervous, he was just sitting there like, boy, you sweating that much, and he kept reaching for his pocket. Boy, if you don't pull that mess out your pocket,
what are you? Listen, you can, and me and we said this time and time again. We're gonna say
you would have been at the house
in the jury with Tevin.
Well, jury, but at the house.
At the house, he would have been getting on that boat to Ponderosa because ain't no way I got an idol in my pocket and I know that I'm a potential target that I'm sweating. What am I sweating for? I'm not going anywhere. I got an idol. What I need to sweat for?
Especially after you don't went out of your way to let everyone know that you had the idol.
Yep. Exactly. You went out of your way.
Because Tiffany, she got ratted out. It came out of your own mouth to other people that don't have your best interest in mind that you had the idol. That was on you. You didn't have to tell nobody. You didn't have to tell not a soul.
No, that was between you and Jesus, and then you done told the world. And so now you are already looking at Kenzie. When I told you Banu's caught that woman a dragon and a mermaid mix, he wasn't lying because the way she got
I don't know where the mermaid came from, but I get it.
The red hair, I'm thinking, because Ariel.
Original Ariel.
I'm thinking. The original Ariel. Well, they both had red hair, orange hair, whatever. And so mermaid dragon. And so what he said, mermaid meaning like, mermaids, they draw you in and like they, like a siren. And so they draw you in. They're likable. You trust them, and they seem harmless. But then that dragon
was very likable in the beginning. I did like her in the beginning.
But she's still likable because she convinced Hunter that he was like, "You the only one I trust 1,000%." And she was like, and she sat there with him. Yes, we're voting Hunter. We're voting Q, and she did. So she wasn't lying to him. But what she didn't know is, or maybe she did know, that Tiffany had no intentions of voting Q out. And so Hunter was like feeling safe. So when they went to go vote, they voted because he asked everybody. Everybody said they voted for Q. They voted for Q. Them votes got to get in red, and Hunter had too many votes because it was tied up. And Hunter did not get up. Jefferson said, "Anybody got an idol?" Because Tiffany said, "If Hunter get up and play his, I'm playing mine."
Tiffany did like this. She said, I said, you know what? They zoom that camera and you know how editing work. They might not have been that moment, but I'm going to call it that moment. She was looking at the camera like, oh, I'm good. All that hollering I just did. I'm chilling.
Hello.
Well, there you go.
Did not go home.
That's one thing I wouldn't. I refuse to go home with an idol in my pocket.
This is person number 2. Is this what's the most, Josh? Josh started Resident Encyclopedia. What's the most people in the season that went home with an idol in their pocket?
I think it's only like 2, maybe 3, but most there's just 2.
Okay.
It's not that many.
So we at 2 right now.
Yeah.
Not just your chance for BBL. Good.
Listen, for real. Jasmine. For real. Man, Jasmine here. I'm with you, man. True.
So he didn't get up to give his idol, and I was like, ooh, I don't think you should have did that. I think you should have played that, bro. Yeah. He on my draft, so I'm obviously wanting him to stay in the game.
And they zoomed in on him. I said, yeah, he about to go.
And then a part of me was sad because, again, I know Q was getting on my nerves, but I was like, I don't like to. Yeah, I didn't want a third black person on the jury before I voted out. So I was. I really like Hunter. Hunter is probably one of my favorite players.
You messed up twice. He got one more time to go home. One more.
Q can go home now. The streak has been broken. Q can go home now.
Yeah, he can go home now.
I think he's going home next week.
I hated it because I really liked Hunter. I thought he was a really decent player until he ran his mouth, and then even then he should just use his idol. But regardless, he did not.
Hunter made
went home.
He made one mistake.
And it cost.
And that one mistake was not using that idol. I was like, damn, Hunter kind of playing a flawless game. Like, you winning, he's very good at winning. There is a high chance that he will probably win future immunities. And I was like, that one chance he don't win, y'all better
That's
take him
all
out.
he did. But see, you know how they tell you in school when they was like, when you take your test,
Had a life
keep your
saver.
first answer. Keep your first answer, because when you start going back, you start messing up, and then you realize when you
Yep.
see what you changed your answer and you had the right answer originally. When you said you're gonna 100% use your idol the first time, is what you should have done. You should have stuck to it. I don't
Yep.
care what Kenzie told you. I don't care what Liz told you. I don't care if Jefferson told you what say.
You go
Use your
to
idol.
your first mind.
Yeah, look,
Exactly.
I say this whenever I play like any Survivor games online. I'd rather misplay an idol than go home with my idol.
Every time.
Yeah.
Because I could go.
How embarrassing.
You gonna make the final 3 while I'm playing. You gonna be final 3 with 0 votes.
Because how embarrassing is, and how do you recover so from your own impersonal self? It's like, dang, I had this thing in my pocket.
Therapy.
Come look, Hunter, if you still need therapy, we can work something out. I can't take your insurance because I'm still a candidate, but I will take cash.
You can't take because you're a candidate.
Yeah, so the way it works when you're under supervision for the first 3 years, we can only be on Medicaid in terms of insurance. Yeah, and I doubt Hunter's on Medicaid. So
maybe don't be judging that man.
Medicaid mean like he not in a good bracket. Medicaid.
That's what I'm saying. He might be on Medicaid. Don't be judging him. Think he a millionaire.
Whatever check came.
I didn't think he a millionaire.
White people be on Medicaid too. He might be on Medicaid. He might got some stamps too. Matter of fact, if he's trying to sell some, he can. We can talk.
I can't wait to get on show. I just got my email. Oh, don't say that. From what you call it? What was that man? Don't say that. But
you're right.
Hey, we let it
Rocks, if you get casted, you're gonna have to slide into our DMs to tell us who you actually is.
Right, so we know who to root
on. Right. Because I guess it works because we don't really know their real names.
Right.
So.
But listen, I love when my people win, and so like I don't want nothing to hinder their chances. So I'm like, don't say that, because we don't know who watching. There's 400 people in here, so we don't know who watching.
Yep.
Come on, Cameron. When you gonna sign up for Survivor, Cam? No, just play. I know Cam ain't doing no Survivor.
I ain't gonna. Hold on, me. I wouldn't be doing it either. Not with them bugs. I'm gonna be hungry. Fast.
So Hunter does give. Well, hold on. I got ahead of myself. It was a tie vote between Hunter and Q. And so, oh, did I say the tie vote? I don't know if I said the tie vote part. I think I thought I just skipped it. It was voted out.
You didn't mention the tie vote.
No, you did say it was tie.
Oh, so tie vote.
You did say tie
vote. They go revote.
But we didn't have tie vote.
Anyways, tie vote, revote. Hunter got the boot, and with his idol in his pocket, he had an idol in his pocket, a 20 in his wallet. And on his way to the jury house or the jury bungalow, wherever they be at, the hotel. I don't know. But he's gone. And let me just say this. This is 2 weeks in a row that Tiffany was the primary target, and it has shifted from her. A winner's edit, I fear.
I rebuke a snuff for her. I rebuke it. Listen. I had to take a pause off. I had to remember what the name is, because I was about to say an eviction.
But she had a praying grandmother.
Listen, Tiffany, sis, you are my last lifeline in this draft, sis. Come on, sis. Come on.
Yeah. And I'm stuck with
Josh. Josh got 2 people left. Oh, and Eli. Child Venus is hanging on for their life, Lord.
Trees, how did we start off so well and look at us? Now we the ones hanging on by a thread.
Getting washed. But you know what? Okay. You know what? I'm just going to guess right now. Okay.
Charlie's winning.
I'm going to just guess. I think final 3 is going to end up being Tiffany, Hugh, Maria. He do. And I think I'm going to say Tiffany win. Or Maria. Q not winning though. Oh, you know what? No. I feel like Charlie gonna go to the end too.
I told Charlie's going to the end. He's going to the end. I feel
like Charlie gonna get like one vote. I don't think he gonna get that many votes.
Depends on who he up against. Because like honestly, my thing I see for Charlie is losing at fire at 4.
That's if he's not good at fire at that, you know.
Well, it depends on who he's up against too. He could be good at fire, but there's someone that's better.
They really ain't been giving Charlie that much of an edit, so I feel like he has a little bit of an edit. So that's why I feel like he go to the end, but he lose.
But you also got to see Charlie's good at these competitions. He didn't came in, you know, he was second last week. He was first this week. He not dumb. He can do puzzles. He's socially connected. Because we got to remember those Sega 3 is still together and very much working together. So, and that's 3 out of 8 people left?
Yep.
Right. And then Tiff voted with them, so that's 4 out of 8. Right. So ain't no telling. But I definitely feel like I can't peg the final 3, but I definitely can see Charlie and Tiffany based on where we at. I mean, Charlie and Maria, I can see them occupying 2 out of 3 spots.
Now let me ask y'all.
Tiffany, Charlie, and Maria. Final 3.
Great final 3. I need Tiffany to win somehow.
Now let me ask y'all this on the flip side.
Oh, Maria, so nobody win the draft.
Right now we here at we here at final 8.
That'd be crazy.
I want a prediction. One person you think for sure ain't making the final 3.
That's easy.
Kenzie.
Venus.
Oh, Liz and Venus. No, you know what? I would bring Liz.
Well, no, because
we forgetting she on the show. But you know what? Venus. Yeah, Venus probably the one. Well,
they smart, they would take her.
They dumb. They smart, they take her. I would say Kenzie for sure not making it to the final 3. That's just making
Kenzie. Yeah, I don't think Kenzie's making it either. Unfortunately, I think
she might end up just running her mouth a little too much. I think that's what's gonna get her caught up.
Yeah, and I really think
get overzealous.
If they rat her out for trying to pitch Tiffany next week,
as they should, and I think they will.
Yep. And you know what? I hope it. You know what? I hope it do. I want the train to go. Maria tell Charlie, and Charlie run into Tiff, and then therefore there's another connection between. I really like Tiffany and Charlie honestly working together.
And then that's when
she bring them the final 3, and then she beat them.
But see, because honestly, I don't think Maria needs to take, because they were both there when Kenzie said it. So I already said, I tweeted, I said, now what Kenzie gonna do when Charlie goes snitch? That Tiff, to Tiff that Kenzie. Not one vote for this.
Yep.
Listen, so I can see it happening. Charlie would be smart to snitch on her too. So she know, like, he'd be like, listen, sis, you ain't got no allies around here but me. And I would start planting seeds against Maria too. Sometimes you don't need to take the shot at your ally directly, but you need to start planting these seeds against her.
Yep.
I'm like, listen.
Yep.
I know you want the Mother Maria
lay the groundwork.
A couple weeks ago. You know, you wanted her out a couple weeks ago. Things changed because she's connected. She also wanted you out. Her and Kenzie, they was trying to orchestrate a blind. I would throw both of them under the bus. They was trying to orchestrate something against you. I just want you to know. And so we need to figure out what we're gonna do to get rid of our close ally. Because that's my close ally, that's your close ally. What we need to do to make sure we two in the end. And that's partially repair that with Q and Venus. Let's bring them to the end with us so we can beat them.
Because I think Tiffany has to end with Venus, though.
Yeah, she might. I think so. She might. Especially after tonight when she told on Q for mentioning her name. You know, Venus always like to know when somebody's been saying her name. So
yeah, so that's
something. She probably think Hunter went home because of her. She didn't even vote for him. She probably think Hunter went home because of her.
She voted him the second time.
But y'all, we rambling at this point. This was an amazing episode. We appreciate all of y'all who tuned in and listened. Very good episode. Jasmine, thanks for hanging with us throughout this entire time. Apologies again for calling you Jessica. I don't know who that woman is. Never met her. Never experienced that. So we're grateful for all of you who are listening.
I'm gonna get on them. I'm gonna get on them, Jasmine, calling that woman a wrong name.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, in my mind, my mind told me it was Jasmine, did something else. Said I got it wrong, and I was calling her Jasmine last time, and that was wrong. So
don't worry, we're gonna put him on punishment after this stream ends.
You know what it is? I think Tim said Jazz, in the show and I heard Jess. And so I was like, maybe that's what it was. I was like, there is some reason,
You just
there's
don't want.
some way.
You just wrong, Eric. You just wrong.
See, I told
No.
y'all he don't like to admit that he's wrong.
There was nothing to me. I think I'm telling you why. I was wrong. I said I was wrong.
Yeah.
What y'all mean? Y'all see how they try to do
Jasmine.
me?
That's right.
Power determined between Kenzie and Q. Yeah.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one and a two.
And so yeah. We gonna not the excuse. Cam, don't you get on here too.
No, thank you.
Tell him, Cam.
We was
Jasmine, I need some jail here.
No, we were telling him this right, but I was telling you don't like to admit that you're wrong even before we started the live stream.
Eric do not like to admit he wrong.
I was not wrong because I wasn't wrong.
Everything, he think he right all the time. He think he know all the biggest words in the alphabet.
Eric is the king of the podcast.
Eric think he is king editor of the thesauruses. Yeah.
I am not. I will not
he
take
be like, Trees, you wrote this wrong. I mean, I do be writing stuff wrong, but still, you ain't got to tell me everything. Just fix it. Just fix it, Eric. Damn.
No, Jazz, I need you to give me some bail. I need you to confirm. Did Tim or did he not? Did he or did he not say Jazz in one of those episodes? He said Jazz, and my ears heard Jess.
Eric, even if he did say Jazz, Jazz is not short for Jessica.
I said I heard Jess. She said,
Jasmine, I'm done with you for the rest of the night. Okay.
Yeah, we go after that. On that note, you almost got 10 dog walk. Now 10 gonna be mad at me. Don't be having 10 mad at me.
Oh Lord, I'm cracking up.
Oh goodness.
All right, y'all. Man, we gonna be here all night.
We're gonna be all night. We'll be all night. But yes, it's been great. If you have not subscribed, y'all who are listening on Twitter, make sure you go over, click the link in the bio, subscribe to our channel at AWAGBT podcast on YouTube, and make sure you follow us on Twitter at AWAGBT, and we will appreciate you for coming back. We do this for you. So yeah, make sure you tune in tomorrow as well, because we're coming back to talk about BB Can 12 for our BB Can fans. And we will be with our good friend Josie Ann from the Silent Podcast. So make sure you tune in for that. Yeah. Oh, you want to come on, Cam? Cam want to chat next week, y'all? We got a visitor next week. Cam gonna come chat with us about Survivor next week. More than welcome to.
Yeah, come
on. So yeah. Whew. It's been a night,
all right, y'all.
But we gonna head out. Y'all get y'all some sleep. And y'all need to defend me better. Don't be sitting up here, don't be sitting up here getting with them and coming against me.
We're not gonna defend you because we gonna try to defend you, and then you gonna say, Trees, you didn't put a period at the end of that, and it was supposed to be a comma right there. Trees, you misspelled defend. Like Eric, I'll be typing fast, okay? Listen, y'all, I don't have time to recheck what I write because I have kids. I'm a mother, okay? I don't have time. Okay, I'm worried about my youngins. Okay, I'm worried about my children. I'm worried about my man. Okay, I'm not worried about.
Thanks, Miss Deborah. I would have been very upset. I would have still watched.
Ooh, he Lord, did. We're gonna be here all night.
Exactly.
He did.
But all right, y'all. We out for real. Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
See y'all tomorrow. Bye.
That is funny to me. I love them. This is great.